make of the markets and where are we headed? Let's go across to Aditya Sood, who is the fund manager at InCred Asset Management, joining us on the show right now. Hi, Aditya. Good afternoon. Great to be speaking with you. What do you make out of the great move that we are seeing on the benchmark indices? A lot of positives that we have seen seems to be getting factored in. But what's your sense? Where are we headed from here on?
Sure. So thanks to for having me on the show. Essentially, I think so. It is a culmination of various factors. At the margin, obviously, the emerging market inflow seems to be heating up in the sense that money is moving out of the US, and that is what we are witnessing. After a long point in time, the real story on the macro side has been the big move in the Taiwanese dollar, as we have witnessed in the last month or so in the emerging market. I think so. Going forward, the earnings growth is going to accelerate as far as India is concerned. This year, we'll end up at, somewhere in the range of 4 to 6% in terms of earnings growth trajectory, which clearly was a blip post-COVID because we were growing at 25% CAGR in terms of earnings growth. We believe that going forward this year, in FY26, earnings growth should trend more like 10 to 12% range. Fingers crossed, obviously, if the environment is sort of, as volatile on the geopolitical side. But we do believe that there are clearly some winners which are emerging. And on a bottom-up basis, what we have obviously witnessed over the last 1 year is that, there are a lot of mid and small cap companies which have corrected to the tune of, even some of the large cap companies have corrected to the tune of 40-50% from peak prices. So this is a market wherein volatility will lead to a lot of value buying. And this is a theme that we like. Clearly, no excuse to not to invest in a market like this, wherein you can, have a portfolio skew towards dividend yield.
Sure.
You can have a portfolio skew in terms of, growth at a reasonable price.
And